Most people hear the word debt, they immediately think of stress, risk, and financial danger. But is all debt really the enemy? Today we're going to break down the truth about debt, revealing how some types can actually help you build a better future while others quietly chip away at your financial security. Let's start by understanding the basic difference between good debt and bad debt, and why this distinction matters for everyone, no matter your age or income. Many people grow up believing that all debt is dangerous and should be avoided at all costs. This fear often comes from stories of families struggling with credit card bills or loans that spiral out of control. But the reality is more nuanced. Not all debt is created equal, and understanding the difference can be the key to unlocking financial opportunities instead of falling into traps. Let's dig deeper into what separates good debt from bad debt. Bad debt is the kind that takes money out of your pocket without giving you anything valuable in return. Think about using credit cards for luxury shopping, buying the latest gadgets, or taking out loans for things that lose value quickly. The thrill of a new purchase fades fast, but the payments and the stress stick around much longer. Bad debt is all about funding consumption, not growth. Let's look at some common examples of bad debt. Credit cards used for luxury shopping sprees, loans for expensive gadgets, or financing a vacation you can't afford. These are all classic cases. These debts don't create lasting value. Instead, they leave you with monthly bills and often regret. Over time, bad debt can quietly drain your finances and limit your future choices. Real danger of bad debt is how easy it is to fall into the trap. The excitement of a new purchase is temporary, but the payments can last for months or even years. This kind of debt doesn't just cost you money, it can also add stress and limit your ability to invest in things that truly matter. Recognizing these traps is the first step to avoiding them. Good debt, on the other hand, is borrowed money used to increase your future income or build long-term wealth. It's an investment in your future. When you use debt to fund education, start a business, or buy a home, you're setting yourself up for growth. Good debt is about using borrowed money as a tool to create more value over time. Student loan can be a great example of good debt if it leads to a high-paying career. By investing in your education, you're increasing your earning potential for years to come. Of course, it's important to borrow wisely and choose a field with strong job prospects. But when used strategically, student loans can open doors to opportunities that would otherwise be out of reach. Business loans are another form of good debt when used correctly. If you borrow money to start or expand a business and that business generates profit, the debt becomes a tool for growth. Many successful entrepreneurs have used loans to launch their companies, hire employees, or invest in new products. The key is making sure the debt leads to greater income than the cost of borrowing. Mortgage is often considered good debt because it allows you to own a home over time. Instead of paying rent, you're building equity in a property that can increase in value. Homeownership can be a powerful way to grow your wealth, especially if property values rise. As with all debt, it's important to borrow within your means and understand the long-term commitment. So what's the key difference between good debt and bad debt? It comes down to purpose. Bad debt funds consumption, spending on things that don't last or grow in value. Good debt, on the other hand, funds growth, investments that increase your future income or wealth. Understanding this difference can help you make smarter choices about borrowing. When you borrow money to buy things you don't need or that lose value quickly, you're funding consumption. But when you borrow to invest in your education, business, or home, you're funding growth. This simple shift in mindset can make all the difference in your financial future. Always ask yourself, is this debt helping me grow or just helping me spend? Real danger isn't always the debt itself, it's the emotions behind it. Many people borrow money to impress others, escape stress, or satisfy short-term desires. Emotional spending can turn even small debts into big problems. Recognizing your motivations before borrowing is a crucial step to staying in control of your finances. It's easy to fall into the trap of borrowing money to keep up appearances. Maybe you want to impress friends, family, or coworkers with the latest phone, car, or vacation. But these choices often lead to regret and financial strain. True financial success comes from making decisions that strengthen your future, not just your image. Sometimes people borrow money to escape pressure or stress. Maybe it's a tough week at work or you're feeling overwhelmed. Shopping or spending can feel like a quick fix, but it rarely solves the real problem. Instead, it can add to your stress in the long run. Recognize these patterns and look for healthier ways to cope. Borrowing to satisfy short-term desires is a common pitfall. Whether it's the latest gadget, a trendy outfit, or a spontaneous trip, these purchases rarely bring lasting happiness. The debt, however, sticks around. Before you borrow, pause and ask yourself if the desire is truly worth the long-term cost. Financially successful people don't avoid debt, they use it strategically. They borrow to invest in things that will grow their income or wealth, not just to spend. This means carefully considering every loan and making sure it fits into a bigger plan. Strategic borrowing can turn debt from a burden into a powerful tool. When used wisely, debt can be a tool that helps you reach your goals. Whether it's buying a home, starting a business, or investing in your education, the right kind of debt can open doors. The key is to make sure the benefits outweigh the costs and that you have a plan to pay it back. On the flip side, debt can easily become a trap if you're not careful. High-interest loans, impulsive spending, and a lack of planning can quickly turn manageable debt into a burden. The best way to avoid this is to stay informed, make thoughtful choices, and always keep your long-term goals in mind. Before taking any loan, it's important to pause and ask yourself a simple question. Will this debt make my future stronger or weaker? This habit can help you avoid unnecessary debt and focus on opportunities that truly benefit you. A moment of reflection can save you years of stress. Debt can become a ladder that lifts your life if you use it to invest in your future. Education, business, and homeownership are all examples of how debt can help you climb higher. The key is to borrow wisely and make sure every loan has a clear purpose and plan. But debt can also become a chain that slowly controls your life. High interest payments, mounting bills, and financial stress can limit your freedom and choices. The difference comes down to how and why you borrow. Make sure your debt is working for you, not against you. The ultimate goal is to use debt to build financial strength, not weakness. This means making thoughtful choices, borrowing for growth, and avoiding emotional spending. Over time, these habits can help you achieve your goals and enjoy greater peace of mind. Before you borrow, always consider the value you're getting in return. Will this debt help you earn more, build wealth, or improve your life in a meaningful way? If the answer is yes, it may be a smart investment. If not, it's probably best to walk away. Bad debt doesn't just cost you money, it can also cost you opportunities. Every dollar spent on high-interest payments is a dollar you can't invest in your future. Over time, this can add up to a significant loss. Protect yourself by avoiding debt that doesn't create value. Good debt, when used wisely, can be a powerful force for positive change. It can help you access education, start a business, or buy a home, each of which can increase your income and security. The secret is to borrow with a clear plan and a focus on growth. Emotional spending is one of the biggest traps when it comes to debt. Whether it's shopping to relieve stress or borrowing to impress, these habits can quickly spiral out of control. Stay mindful of your motivations and make borrowing decisions with a clear head. Before you take on any debt, have a plan for how you'll pay it back. This includes understanding the interest rate, monthly payments, and how long it will take to become debt-free. A solid repayment plan can help you stay on track and avoid surprises. Interest rates can make a huge difference in how much your debt costs over time. High-interest debt can quickly become unmanageable, while low-interest loans are easier to handle. Always compare rates and choose the most affordable option. Debt can snowball, either for better or worse. Good debt can lead to more opportunities and greater wealth, while bad debt can pile up and become overwhelming. The choices you make today will shape your financial future, so choose wisely. Developing good financial habits is essential for managing debt. This means budgeting, saving, and making thoughtful decisions about borrowing. Over time, these habits can help you avoid bad debt and make the most of good debt. Everyone makes mistakes with money at some point. The important thing is to learn from them and make better choices in the future. If you've taken on bad debt, focus on paying it off and building healthier financial habits going forward. If you're unsure about a borrowing decision, don't hesitate to seek advice. Financial advisors, mentors, or even trusted friends can offer valuable perspectives. Getting a second opinion can help you avoid costly mistakes and make more confident choices. Clear financial goals can help you use debt wisely. Whether you want to buy a home, start a business, or save for retirement, having a goal gives you direction. Make sure every borrowing decision supports your long-term plans. Keep track of your debts, payments, and progress toward your goals. Regular check-ins can help you stay motivated and catch problems early. Use tools like spreadsheets or budgeting apps to stay organized and on track. Don't forget to celebrate your financial wins, no matter how small. Paying off a loan, sticking to your budget, or making a smart investment are all achievements worth recognizing. These moments can keep you motivated on your journey. Life is unpredictable and your financial situation may change. Stay flexible and be willing to adjust your plans as needed. If you face setbacks, don't be discouraged, just refocus and keep moving forward. It's easy to compare yourself to others, especially when it comes to money. But everyone's financial journey is unique. Focus on your own goals and progress, and don't let outside pressures influence your borrowing decisions. Confidence comes from knowledge and experience. The more you learn about managing debt, the more confident you'll feel in your decisions. Take time to educate yourself and seek out resources that can help you grow. Make it a habit to review your finances regularly. Check your debts, interest rates, and progress toward your goals. Regular reviews can help you spot issues early and make adjustments before problems grow. Sometimes the best financial decision is to say no to new debt. If a loan doesn't support your goals or creates unnecessary risk, it's okay to walk away. Protecting your financial future is more important than any short-term desire. Managing debt can be a long journey, but staying motivated is key. Remind yourself of your goals and celebrate progress along the way. Surround yourself with supportive people who encourage your financial growth. Every borrowing decision you make shapes your future. By understanding the difference between good debt and bad debt, you can make choices that build a stronger, more secure life. Use debt as a ladder, not a chain. Let's recap the essentials. Not all debt is bad. Good debt funds growth and builds your future, while bad debt funds consumption and drains your resources. The real danger is emotional spending. Always borrow with a plan, focus on value, and use debt as a tool for progress. Now that you know the difference between good and bad debt, take a moment to review your own finances. Identify any debts that are holding you back and make a plan to pay them off. Look for opportunities to use good debt to invest in your future. Debt doesn't have to be a burden. With the right mindset and strategies, you can use debt to build a brighter future. Remember, debt can be a ladder that lifts you up or a chain that holds you back. The choice is yours. Use it wisely.